CMS Africa is basically a non-profit organization that is headquartered here in Nairobi. It started just like this meeting is starting. And so it was a fun day but not very helpful for people in terms of what they were doing. So we decided to do an event that brings everybody together, and we named it CMS Africa. So whether you are doing Drupal, whether you are doing Joomla, whether you're doing WordPress, whether you're into software development, whatever you are, we decided to have an event. So the first one was in 2014 at the Strathmore University. That went very well. Then the second one was the following year at Catholic University of Eastern Africa, which again went very well. After the Catholic University of Eastern Africa, we decided, why don't we venture out of the country and go somewhere else? And so we went to Uganda, Kampala, we partnered with Airtel. And then even when we started, we had very interesting sponsors. I cannot recollect how it happened because I got an email from a gentleman from Netherlands, and he said that I am from the Typo 3 community. And I think Svende, his name was Svende. You remember, Svende? Yes. This gentleman. And then they became our supporter from the very beginning, and they were later joined by Automatic, the owners of WordPress. And then Joomla, of course, was already on board because we were doing Joomla Day before that anyway. And then we had other Kenyan companies supporting us. So we went to Kampala, and then from Kampala we said, why don't we go to the rest of Africa? We ventured out to West Africa and did the event in Abuja, Nigeria, which was also very much well attended. From there, we came back to East Africa, went to Kigali, Rwanda. We did another event there. And then from there, this year we were in Cape Town, South Africa. And next year we are going to Accra, Ghana for our 7th. Yeah. But then when we were doing this annual event, the question arose, what do you do when you're not doing CMS Africa Summit? And I think that was very important to us because if we're just doing an event a year and then we go to sleep for the next several months, it was not going to work for us. And so we decided to do other projects, 2 projects, that is Quantum Ideas, that we launched late this year. And our first speaker was Houston Malande. He spoke very well here at IHAB. Then we had others. And then the other one that we've also started is CMS Africa Academy, where we are doing workshops and trainings, short-term trainings. So that is who we are at CMS Africa.
Hi, guys. Nice to meet you all. My name is Houston Malande. I represent a weirdly fashioned organization. It's creative and technology people. But instead of being one large agency of about 23 people, we've split it into, not really split it, but we set it up as subsidiaries of small team. Think of groups of gladiators that are very highly skilled at one particular thing.
Okay, my name is Emmanuel Murunga from Alfman Softwares. Basically in Alfman Softwares, we mainly major on web development and designings, graphic designs, and also we have other guys doing Android development softwares. Yeah, this is my co-partner.
So my name is Shadrach Serem, and as you've heard from Jagero, I'm part of the CMS Africa team. But on a day-to-day basis, I am a CTO at a company called Netrix Business Systems. We do web applications and mobile applications. We have a core product, but we also do custom software development depending on client needs. So our core product is a financial system. So we run and support the financial system like mini ERP. But also apart from that, we do the custom, like unique, specific feature request based on clients. We are almost 12 years running now with a team of approximately 8.
My name is Josagak. And as Odur had mentioned, I work with CMS Africa. I'm in charge of content. So CMS Africa created a subsidiary called the Copy Ocean, which now helps startups and established businesses thrive online by giving them compelling content. All of us here, whatever you do, you need content to sell it. So the Copy Ocean was created to give you that content.
I'm Chemutai Ruto from Gallant Software Solutions. We offer custom applications off the shelf, but most importantly, we are currently focusing on progressive web applications. So we're actually having a launch next week for a couple of products from restaurants, for doctors, for lawyers, and so on. Currently, we have products that already with some of our clients. So we have an ERP for TVET institutions that is already with some of the institutions. Then we have a product for table banking. Yes, thank you.
My name is James Muriu. I'm the Honorary Counsel to Romania in Kenya, specifically dealing with commercial-related activities. I'm also the immediate past vice president of the Chamber of Commerce. So some of you may have seen me making some trouble when the business community is not being treated right. But allow me to say this, even with the visitors, that I had actually at some point lost hope in our youth. And today you have rekindled that hope. Really, to be honest with you, because traveling across and attending many forums, I was getting more and more disappointed because of the absence of the youth in such forums. Unknown to me, you guys have been working behind the scene and doing your own things. And just listen to everybody who introduced themselves. I'm very impressed, specifically by the fact that you are actually not just seeking employment, you're actually creating employment.
I'm very happy to be here with you. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Oduor. Thank you, David, for organizing this meeting. And it was actually thanks to CMS Africa that last year in March in Kigali, I have discovered Africa as a business potentiality. It was the first time I've came at an IT conference in Africa and meeting some of you guys and many other people from many other countries. I have discovered a thriving community of young people, very enthusiastic, inspiring people who are keen and very focused on building your continent and building your countries and building your companies.
Hi, my name is Anka. I am the only female representative of this group. I don't like to talk about myself, but I will start quickly. I have a background in artificial intelligence. I own a PhD in artificial intelligence. And I passed from being a researcher to a business consultant. I do consultancy in fields like smart cities. I work with public administrations at the national level, but also internationally. I also do consultancy for startups and for companies that want to do like innovative products and also bring them to markets. And as I said, I work closely with the startup community, also in my city, but also around the world. I am also a female founder. I have one startup in Poland, and I am actually an advisor and an investor for another startup in South Africa. It's actually a fashion startup. And I am also trying now to put a basis of an organization for female founders to support each other and to find ways to collaborate around the world. So basically, coming here was an opportunity for me to learn more about the ecosystem here and to see ways in which I can help people, but also collaborate and see what happens. So thank you.
Hello, I'm Ionuț Florea. I represent another Romanian company. It's called CertSign. We are established in Bucharest, the capital of Romania. We are focusing on several directions, but the hottest directions we are dealing now with are cybersecurity and digitalization of business processes. We provide solutions for working with electronic documents with legal value, which is a critical aspect. It's a key aspect in going into a digital business, and creating digital certificates and electronic signature.
Hi everybody, my name is Andrei Olariu. I am the CEO of NordLogic Software, one of the software companies in the Cluj IT cluster. And we do several things. One first would be product development, which we think of as the next step up from custom development. We also do custom software development, and then we do consulting in what we think are high value added specializations, and such as complex systems software architecture. We're actually involved with Daniel in the program for capacity building for the government of Rwanda in the software architecture field.
What I'm going to be talking a bit more is the startup side of things, because I believe most of you are building startups, working startups, and thinking about building startups. And I have been involved in the local startup ecosystem. I started 4 years ago when I decided to use my, let's say, 25 years of experience to bring back or to pay back the community. And by doing that, I accepted the challenges that I wasn't aware that I'm prepared for, but I said, you know, what the heck. So I went into public speaking, I went into accepting to moderate and coach and mentor various startup-based competitions and events. In 4 years, I was judging or evaluating over 100 startups, worked directly with probably over 50, and ended up mentoring closely about 10.